Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Deron Craze back with another wild reaction. Today we're gonna be diving into something crazy. I came across a video called "I Tried Illegal PS2 Games," which is the weirdest video that I've seen so far, bro. Like, I didn't even know it was illegal PS2 games out there. So we're about to see what kind of games that he's playing, what he's playing on PlayStation back in the day. So grab your snacks, sit back, relax. Don't forget to like, share, comment. Now let's get to the video.
I explored illegal PS2 games. In this video, I'll show you games that seemed impossible for this console, but that some random guy on the internet managed to make, like Minecraft for PS2 or even GTA 5. Some of them are really strange. Piracy on this console was quite common, it's even normalized. Personally, I've never met anyone who had original games for this console. 20 years ago, the sale of pirated games was very widespread and it was easy to buy these games, plus you could get them for €1,000 or even €500 in some places. You could also find some surprises. And in this video, to quell your curiosity about what they're like, I'm going to show you these games. Starting with Minecraft for PS2. I was able to find two games that tried to emulate Minecraft on PS2 and they're in the early stages of development. The one I tried was Tyracraft. The menu is well done, at least aesthetically, since when browsing through the world creation options, the game closes. So it provides another mode that is like a mini-game where you have to find a pumpkin and put your torch on it. Honestly, when I entered the level 1 was quite scared. It had a somewhat terrifying aura and the mood of the game's music didn't help much. I felt like a screamer or something could appear at any moment. But in the end nothing happened, it was just very easy corridors. When you got to the end you found the pumpkin. However, after beating a couple of levels, the game died and didn't work anymore. I decided to try an older version of the game and this one worked better for me, except for the menu. Here I was able to create a world and play like the original Minecraft, although it is quite limited. The precision of the analogs is very sensitive. If you have the analog at rest, but 1 millimeter in a direction, the character will still be moving. You can explore and break cubes, however, they are not saved once you break them and you don't have much in your inventory. So for now, all you can do in Minecraft on PS2 is explore and build whatever your creativity allows with the small inventory you're given. If we talk about aesthetics, the game delivers. It's the same as Minecraft and it runs on PS2. However, you can't do much yet. It's a very early version. I'm sure it'll be more complete in the future. Mario 64. When I saw that this game existed for PS2, I really didn't know what I was going to find. Seriously, I had no idea. I expected to find something like this. But the game surprised me. It's exactly the same as the original Mario 64, only I've ported it to the PS2 system. Mario 64 is one of my favorite games. In my opinion, it's the best Mario game and playing it again brought back a lot of nostalgia. I could even say that the game feels great on a controller that's not the Nintendo 64. Of course, at times the game had performance issues and would lag, but the experience is not impossible. You can play the entire game on PS2. I personally spent a long time playing it. It's also in Spanish, which is a plus. Mario 64 was a pleasant surprise for me. If for some reason you want to try Mario 64 on PS2, you have the chance to do so and have almost the same experience as the original game on Nintendo 64. Applause. Guitar Hero is one of the most modded games for PS2, with Guitar Hero 2 being the one with the most mods. You could find almost anything, from cumbia to anime music or songs from bands from your country. I found one called Guitar Hero Link Park with, of course, the songs of the band. Of course, the game is in Portuguese. I didn't really like the game. I mean, I love Linkin Park, but the colored notes that appeared weren't well synchronized with the rhythm of the song, so I failed a lot, since it was very confusing. Also, what you had to play wasn't always the guitar, but for some reason the notes ended up synchronizing with anything. Suddenly you could be playing the notes of the synthesizer or even the drums. I played another one called Guitar Hero Chile, which I thought was only going to have national songs, but there were songs by Panda, a Mexican band. This game worked much better, the notes were in time, however, the same thing happened here as in the other game, that sometimes from one moment to the next you were no longer playing the guitar, but the bass or the drums. You dream of New York and Europe. The truth is that these were not very good experiences. In my opinion, the precision and coherence of what is being played is important in a rhythm game, and the mods that I tried really felt deficient. GTA San Andreas is one of the most modded games in history. They have had quite famous mods like the Mysteric mod, which includes popular urban myths in the game such as Bigfoot, the monster of Ligonese, UFOs and things like that. There was a time in the early days of YouTube when videos about these mods were very popular. Another one that was also quite well known and that you could find more frequently in places that sold pirated PlayStation 2 games was GTA Santiago, at least here in Chile. I imagine it's also available in other countries, but with their cities. I found a well-updated version of it. The loading screen features characters from current Chilean popular culture. Then, of course, we're at the Pudahul airport with a Colo shirt. The police officers wear green uniforms. Despite the fact that it obviously uses the Saints as a base, there are many things that I liked. For example, all the street names were changed to the names of the communes of Santiago, my beloved San Miguel, Providencia, San Joaquin, Maipú, they're all there. Plus, they even added buildings, signs, and businesses that are very easy to recognize. I even ran into a Unimark worker there. The radios also have names of Chilean stations and play songs that would be on their programming. These are nice details. This mod is really good and I liked it. The only downside is that the game crashes when playing missions. They even warn you about it on the loading screen. If this didn't happen to the game, it would be great to be able to play through the story with this mod. And obviously it will continue to receive updates to make it completely Chilean. GTA 5 is Rockstar Games' most successful game and one of the most successful in history, having been sold on 3 generations of consoles. Who knows if it will also come out for the PlayStation 6 or the next Xbox. Nothing is impossible, just like a GTA 5 for PlayStation 2, because that's how it is. We had GTA 5 for PlayStation 2 before GTA 6. From the beginning I knew it was going to be a GTA San Andreas with mods and I didn't have high expectations, but it has some pretty interesting things. The hood, for example, is identical to the one in GTA 5, from the radar to when you want to change weapons. The sounds are the same and the general lighting of the map tries to simulate that of the original game. We can even access our smartphones, just like in GTA 5, and driving the cars feels the same. But what blew my mind the most is that the character switching system is also implemented and works the same way as in the original game. This mod is very well done. The only thing I didn't like is that the aiming system is very crude and there are no missions, but except for these 2 things, the mod looks pretty good and is very well done. We have reviewed very specific games. Unlike my other videos, this is not a top video. Nor am I looking for which is the best, since these mods and adaptations of popular games are constantly changing, some in very early stages and are made with the sole purpose of creating something entertaining for others, since all these games you just saw can be found for free and are not made with the purpose of selling. I can say which one I enjoyed the most without underestimating the effort that goes into the others, but, personally, the ones I liked the most were Mario 64, which I understand is just a port and the game is practically the original, and the San Andreas mods, especially the one based on Santiago, but, as I say, it's something totally personal, based only on my tastes and a completely objective opinion regarding the work that may be behind the other games. Thanks for watching this video until the end. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. You can also go to my channel to see more similar content like this that is appearing on the screen right now.
Yo, that was a crazy video, bruh. I did not expect those PS2 games to be that weird. Some of them look straight up cursed, but they look kind of fire. But the weirdest one was GTA 1. I ain't gonna lie. But if you made it this far, and you're a weird one, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. Let me know down below which one you thought was the wildest game. I got more reactions like this coming soon, so turn your notification bell on. And alright, I'm out. And your boy Doing Crazy, and I'll catch y'all next. Peace.
Shout out.